because I need to stay out of jail.
Okay,
for
so
real.
in your response, I now know that we have a lot of years to do. So what I would say is, unfortunately, and you're not going to want to hear this, but this is the real. You're going to need to start from the last tax return you filed, because we're going to be filing those businesses, and you have more than one. You have the modeling troupe and you got the lot. And I don't know if you stopped the modeling troupe at some point, because I do remember seeing an event that I registered for on Eventbrite, but then I didn't get a reminder on my calendar, and I'm like, did I miss the event? You know, she's back in town for a while, her and her beautiful daughter, and she asked about you. She was like, when's the last time you talked to Patience? I was like, I need to talk to Patience. I'll get text messages from her every now and again about tax stuff. I don't know if you know or not, but I had brain surgery last year, and I ended up having 3 separate brain procedures. So from November of 2023 to December of 2024 was 14 months of just like medical issues, back to back to back to back to back. And so I was in and out of the office a lot. And so life was lifing, right? It's like, yeah, I might say I'm a get something to you by Monday or Tuesday, but then if my doctor says today I got to have a brain procedure on Monday, it's probably not going to happen, and it's nothing, whatever it was. And I barely even had time to tell my family, much less be contacting clients and trying to figure out.
How are you remembering all the stuff that you teaching us? Like, you are a gift.
Girl, first of all, my life has changed in so many ways. And some of them were negative, but all things are working for my good. And so things have been just transforming since January 1. And I'm just so blessed and so thankful. And I'm just grateful to be here and grateful to be able to do what I do and do what I love. So that's why at this point, I'm just full steam ahead, trying to do what I need to do to help other people, because I know the more that I help other people, the more my life will expand. And helping people just get control of their finances, because this right here, and hopefully you can give us a testimony, can relieve stress and make your life just explode. But for the other stuff that we're claiming on the prior years, we need to try to figure that stuff out too, the best you can. So that means, okay, I might have paid $1,345 in cell phone bills, but I don't have the actual bills, and I know my bills were usually somewhere around $100 a month. So that's $1,200. So the idea is that we're going to recreate the numbers for those years that from the last tax return we filed, because we have to file those returns, and we don't want to just throw our hands up in the air and say, well, I'm not going to claim my business that year because I didn't keep no, you're going to pay the lowest amount of taxes allowable by law. Like, what is reasonable and necessary for your business.
I'm scared. Just don't let them come get me.
That's why we're trying to get everything together. So, but you have to commit to doing it. Don't keep letting it go past. Because at a certain point, because you do have W-2 income in addition to the business, right? So it's a possibility that you could have refund money that you're losing in those years because you gave them some money. You are a straight business owner. 9 times out of 10, unless you've made estimated payments, there won't be any refunds forthcoming. The taxes were not paid. We don't want to give up those refunds, because those refunds might help us cover some of the taxes when we owe. So first step for you is going to be for homework, just to finish out the challenge, let's stay focused right there for right now. Okay. So you started separating.
So I need to get my statement.
And when I subtract the expenses from the income, this is where we are. That's what we want to see for tomorrow. I don't know if you want to stick to the hand paper stuff, or if you're going to go ahead.
No, I'm converting. I'm converting to the spreadsheet. I only had expenses because I so wrapped up on making sure I keep up with how much I'm spending, so I can know okay, on the average per month. I really was trying to average how much color I was buying or how much shampoo I was buying, so that when I go to the store, I can make a one big shop instead of going multiple times a month.
This is February. So January, you will be able to just pull that bank statement, look at that calendar month, and say, okay, these are the people. And if we're good, and if things are good, if things are accurate, whatever you calculate from your calendar should match what you deposited in your bank account. Because when I was talking about the system of checks and balances, you want to add something up one way, and then if there's another way you can add it up and compare those numbers match, then you should feel secure that your addition or your calculation was correct. So what you want to do is manually calculate them so you can compare that number to what's in the spreadsheet and make sure you captured everything. Did I lose you? So you have until 1 o'clock tomorrow to receive the fast action bonus of the free one-on-one coaching call, which would be similar to something like this, where I'm able to walk you through what you're going through and help you figure that out. Make sure to get your work done tonight. And if you have any questions, let us know.